Welcome back. Vado the Mayor here. Good looking morning out there. Has some crazy weather the weekend, and Brittany Merlot is joining us from Wausau. Hello,
Hey,
Brittany.
Brittany.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Brittany, I know you're a outdoor enthusiast with
Sure am.
I mean, everything, skiing to biking. Are you a runner?
No, absolutely not. That's the
You guys
one
have
thing.
Okay. We had our big marathon here this
You
weekend.
did.
And Jim was looking for you.
Yeah, I was working the finish line.
Yeah. Where's Brittany?
I will do any event but the running. For some reason, I could sprint, but I am not going to do any long distance running. That's not for me. I can do the cross country skiing is about as close to that, but not
You
for
either
me.
have that gene that you want to run and enjoy running, or you don't,
could
and it's work.
Sprint the 5K.
True, isn't that true?
Sprint the 5K, maybe.
But you in high school you sprinted?
Yeah,
College, I should say. Yeah,
I
whatever.
never did like the track team or any of that. I played softball, so I sprinted. I stole bases.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
that's
you
cool.
go. That's a sprint.
That's very nice. Hey, did you get as crazy a weather thing come through Saturday night as we did?
You got it a little crazier than we did,
Yeah.
but it was pretty fun. It rolled in pretty quickly. What was it like for you?
It was crazy because the big news flash, the crawler thing on the TV, and of course, one of the stations breaks in because they love weather. But yeah, it was kind of a big deal. Just I don't know, more wind and rain. I don't think anything bad happened, right?
No, but it just felt like it was going to be.
Oh yeah,
like,
it did.
It was
definitely people anti-M.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brittany? I was seeing a thing on the national. Although my favorite weather guy is gone, Rob Marciano. Did you hear about that?
No, what
He
happened?
got fired from ABC.
Really?
Yeah. He and the other girl, Ginger Z or Ginger Zizer.
They had a thing going.
Didn't get it. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get along.
Oh,
they
didn't
not
get along.
No. Yeah.
So
There was something else where somebody kind of was seeing.
Yeah, there were a couple of anchors that.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
So she won. Did she stay? And then they kicked him out.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But Brittany, what I was saying is, with those kinds of jobs, I mean, sorry, we're getting into. But Brittany, with those kinds of jobs, when they, so I always wonder this, like when they travel, they'll go to these places with like have a Cat 4 hurricane or whatever. Are they in danger, or are they so isolated, so taken care of? Have you ever wanted to do that? Did you ever think about doing that? But I always wonder, because they're right in the eye of the hurricane at some of these things, or Tornado Alley. Well, how does that work?
Well, they try to get as close as they possibly can without being in immediate danger. They're not going to put themselves in a place that's unstable or where they can't get away. So they're definitely as close as they can be, but still kind of in some of that danger. I've always wanted to do that. Not going to lie. That's still on my bucket list. It sounds bad, but I want to go down there and see a hurricane and help the recovery. One time I asked my TV station, this was up north, you know what they told me? They said, okay, go ahead, but you bring your cell phone because every piece of equipment you have is going to be drenched, wrecked, ruined.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, they're out in the middle of that. You talk about, I worked with somebody at, maybe you did too, at NBC 26 years ago. Holly was her name, and she left TV and went into with the Red Cross.
Nice.
And she would go to all those things and work for the Red Cross and all these things, helping the victims.
It really gets you too, especially working in TV and radio. You're in there with the community, seeing this devastation and destruction. You're just like, how can I help? How can I do more? I need to do more than just communicate the danger, helping in that destruction and recovery.
That's nice of you to say.
What do people do though, Jim? I mean, think about this. Okay, you got this beautiful house up here, and all of a sudden you leave the bunker and it's gone. Where do you start? Well, I mean, you go to those Oklahoma towns, they're gone.
We turn to the Red Cross. I mean, that's why they show up on site. I mean, they deploy people like right away. I don't know if they work the storm. I think they come right after. I don't think they're trained like with the chainsaws and stuff, but that they come back after and help. Yeah, we haven't had that. It's gone. I'm homeless. Yeah, that's
unbelievable.
And here's the thing too.
That, Brittany.
I've always wanted to. I will. I know I will. Once I get some time to, 100%. But little tip too, make sure you take a picture of your house and everything inside of it, because insurance, the first thing they want to do, if they're going to replace your house, your things, your items, they want to see proof of that. And I've heard from
Great
a lot
point.
of
You sure this
tornado
guy's
victims.
like, I drove by there. I don't
I
remember
don't
that big of
remember
a
that.
I
house.
was just gonna say, you start taking pictures of your neighbor's house because it's nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have Pella windows.
Dude, I'd tell it. No, you didn't.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever been at ground zero, Brittany, where a hurricane or a tornado has gone through?
Yes, I have.
Can you describe it?
It's a lot of emotion. I mean, even if it's not your place, say you're just the town over and you're going to go help clean up, be prepared to feel a lot of emotion because everything that you know and see and structure wise that makes you feel safe as a human, it is destroyed. And then you realize how small and weak that we really are and that how things can really destroy you in a blink of an eye. So when you're walking through and helping others, cleaning up, you're going to pick up amazing things, personal things, pictures,
Right.
momentums, just a lot of that. And you see a lot of the community just finding their items. They're very excited or they're very sad. A lot of people coming together. There's just a lot of emotion. We'll put it that way.
In New Orleans, Harry Connick Jr. had a kind of a little development down there. And after their big hurricane or what they had in New Orleans, I went down there. I didn't go down there for another reason. And I called the mayor and I said, hey, anything I can see? He had the cop pick me up and it was all barricaded off and took me through there. And she's so right about that. There were pianos in the mud. Pianos, like if your kid played the piano and and there was nobody there. Everybody had to leave. But the devastation is like, you see it on TV. It's just not
That's
the
what I
same.
mean. That's for you guys to have seen it personally.
Wow. That was like, man. And like you said, there's framed pictures and it's just mud. Where I was, it was just, I mean, mud everywhere. You couldn't even tell where the street started and the sidewalk and the people's front lawns were. And they had all these small little homes, right? I mean, they were, I don't know, 800 square feet or something like that. And they just, and I don't know where they went.
That's what I mean. Where do you go when you got nothing?
It's a lot of the support staff for the hospitality industry, in New Orleans. Okay,
let me ask this. This could be, I don't mean to ask a morbid question here, but this is something I've always wondered. What kills people in a tornado the most? Is it flying debris, or do they actually get picked up by a tornado and thrown, or what happens?
Most of the time, it's the debris. The debris is flying around and it'll get you, or something will cave in and crush you, like your house, stuff like that. Debris, for sure, 100%.
That's nice of you to say, I mean, as young as you are, that you want to align yourself with the Red Cross, because I will say, and I love the Red Cross, and I've talked to that group, but they're a little bit older. I think a little bit more youth couldn't hurt, but maybe they're retired, and they're like, I've got more time and I can do this.
Right.
But there's been some people in Green Bay that I think I gave out an award one time, like they did 50, they did a lot of things they went to. And, we had some bad things that happen here, even in the state, but they'll go up to like Wausau or something if there's a bad storm.
Is this still for here? Is this still the epicenter sort of our tornado season? May? Once May's over, is it kind of calmed down, Brittany?
I would say it still rolls into June, especially these days with our heat really cranking up and the humidity really getting here. So I would say into June is pretty much our peak. And there's another little peak that no one really knows about. November is actually another
tornadoes?
For tornadoes in Green Bay, in the Fox Valley, all of Wisconsin, actually. Yeah. People don't understand that. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do they have any, like we always used to laugh. Actually, my mom used to get the Farmer's Almanac, and they kind of swore by it in some ways. Is there any kind of long-range prognosticating that is really reliable, Brittany?
I'm sure there is. I haven't practiced it, so I'm not going to give it but I'm sure there are some things that are in the Farmer's Almanac that they're semi-true.
Some of that stuff becomes a little bit general, though,
Yes, it does.
But is there anything scientific now with our satellites? Because, let's be honest, when they give 3 week, because when I used to host golf tournaments, I would start looking as far back, and it's and it would change all the time.
Even the 10-day changes.
That's what I mean.
I look at that.
So what is the most reliable that you know of in the business season? What's the state of the art?
Brittany.
I would say state of the art, 4 days. Our 4-day forecast is pretty darn accurate. If you're pushing out after that, the timing can change, the amounts, everything can change after that, to be honest. So when we're looking at the summer outlook, we're really looking at.
When should I take my vacation?
Yeah.
Right. Well, we know it's going to be warm. We know we're going to see some rain and thunderstorms. I mean, it's really just looking at the oscillations of El Nino versus La Nina and that kind of big overscale pattern. which they say is going to flip to neutral in the next month or so, and it's supposed to flip to La Nina. Okay, we've been there before, but
that's the
4 days. That's good that you said that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you to say that.
You can bet on that.
Because I think some people would say, 10 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, I got to be honest.
They're out there.
That's cool.
The forecasts are out there, but I would agree because does it change a lot? And people with weddings and outdoor events, they look at it and say, look, it looks like I look at the 3-week forecast.
Exactly.
It's gonna be sunny and 75.
That's exactly what I was doing. That's no question. That's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
I know we've got some rain and storms, I think, this week in the forecast. Anything severe for us this week?
Yeah, actually, for the Fox Valley tomorrow evening, so pretty much afternoon and evening, we're looking at an enhanced risk of severe weather. We're looking at tornadoes possibly down, some of them strong at times, large hail, damaging wind gusts. Tomorrow's going to be really rough. We're going to feel that humidity really start to surge in, and all this moisture and all that instability to work with as the cold front slams in. We're going to see some strong storms fire up. So tomorrow afternoon and evening, stay weather savvy.
Boy, this is right the time you got softball tournaments, baseball tournaments, soccer. Yeah. Every outdoor high school sport is in the peak right now.
You also got to worry a little bit about graduation parties too. Those are Brittany, I just want to get back to when we were talking about your industry in bad weather.
Yeah.
I mean, really, come clean on this. Sometimes they're kind of auditioning, right? There's weather guys get out there and I'm out here, and
what do you have against?
I mean,
people. What do you have against
let's
weather
ask
people?
Brittany, is that
okay? I love going out there and being in the elements and showing you what it's really like. I have never over exaggerated. Now, I have seen others in the industry do it, and it has shattered my heart. It has ruined it for the rest of us. I mean, what the heck was going on there just for ratings? I don't know. I don't agree with it. Be honest. Be honest with people.
He would be holding on to a street sign, wrapping around. That's unbelievable.
My legs would be off the ground.
Yes, exactly. You'd be hanging on like this. You'd be so overly dramatic.
That is true. I would.
Yeah,
I'll admit it. I would.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing that too. That's what I'm saying, Brittany.
Wow.
I think some of those guys really look to, this is my big break. So
that's unfortunate because.
Yeah. And again, Brittany, just so you know, anything and everything he says in a not nice way about weather people in no way, shape, or form reflects John Mino, Todd Michaels, or anybody associated with civic media.
But
oh no, I got a text here. I'm 100% Team Jim on this one.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Come on, Josh.
I love Brittany, but I don't know, Brittany. Sometimes I watch. I'm like, give me a break,
I'm with you on that.
I hope you get your Screen Actors card and go on some soap.
Okay,
all right.
Anyway,
So
Jim, how's this then? Okay, so I used to work up in Minnesota. It would be negative 60 wind chill, and I would go out there in my dress because I was on TV in the studio, and I would go out there and I would say how I feel. Would you say that would be over exaggerating, or would you enjoy that? Watching me suffer.
Well, you in a dress, I think Jim would have.
I'm okay with that part.
Enjoy that.
What were you doing?
Yeah, basically.
He becomes Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
Brittany, I guess Brittany's going to back me up on this. I think I've said it before. When I was living in Virginia, Minnesota, and working, you know where Virginia, Minnesota is, right, Brittany?
I sure do. The Iron
you know how
Range.
cold it is up there. And I was working at a gas station where you had to pump gas. You had to go and pump and wash windshields and everything. And the wind chill was 96 below zero. Because the regular temperature was like 30 below, and there's a 40-mile-an-hour wind coming across from the Dakotas. That's true, isn't it, Brittany?
That's a little fabricated. That's back to the theater.
Not.
That's back to the theater.
Oh.
I mean, they put these maps on, and it's minus 40. You look at that, you think, oh my God. But then it's like with the wind chill factor, which is, that could be a gust of wind. That's theater too.
It was mind-boggling cold.
Just look out at the temperature.
Mind-boggling.
Wow.
Got a text here. Jim to be naming storms after neighborhoods. All right.
I would.
Blizzard Astor Park coming up.
Right.
Brittany, always fun having you
Brittany,
on.
you're great.
Thank you, guys.
My bike this week. We can start planning.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I practiced. I've been riding.
Okay. Rendezvous
in
somewhere.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brittany
How about
Merlot.
Howard?
Keep it rocking.
Bye.
Take care. We got to send a quick right mind of the mayor on a Monday morning. Back after this.
Everyone knows it's windy. Who's coming down the streets of the city, smiling at everybody?
WGBW.
Do you have a loved one in a nursing home? California mega millionaire Eric Hovde has